All right, guys, today I wanted to show you the VIOFO A329S. That's these guys right here, 3-camera system. I'm gonna show you how to set it up, how it works, all the features that you get with it, and I'm also gonna show you some demo footage today. So this is gonna be good for you, obviously, if you need a rear, a front, and an interior cam system. Maybe you're an Uber driver, you wanna record the inside. This is a 4K front camera, and you do also get the 2K HD rear and interior cameras. All 3 cameras also come with the Starvis 2 sensor technology, so that means you're gonna get really good high dynamic range. So if you have dark spots and bright spots in your videos, it's gonna be able to show each of those areas real clear. It also just means less motion blur and less grainy noise in your videos. All right, so to set it up, you're just gonna wanna connect all 3 cameras, of course, and you do get everything that you need to get this set up. The only thing that you would need to provide would be your own micro SD card. And everything's just gonna connect via these cables. You'll see the connection for the rear and the interior camera here on this side. And then as far as the power, you can plug this right into your car charger port. The nice thing about this as well is that it has a USB-C slot on the other side, so it's not gonna hog up your power source. As you can see here, you're gonna attach it to your windshield using these adhesives. Nice thing about this package though is that it does come with the electrostatic sticker, so that's gonna allow you to be able to easily remove and relocate the cameras if you need to. It also does come with the USB data cable, so if you need to bring this in and connect it to your laptop for whatever reason, you can easily remove it because this GPS mount just clicks off like that. Then you can go ahead and take it right inside. And the cherry on top, it comes with this anti-glare lens that you can attach to the front camera. You really don't see this as an included accessory in other dash cam packages, so that makes this really special. All right, so once you do have everything set up, I just wanted to show you the ability that you have to be able to angle this whichever way that you need. So it should be compatible with all windshields, as you can see here, nearly a 90-degree angle, right angle here, and the rear and interior will both twist around a full 360 degrees either way. All right, so let's talk about the unit itself. So as you can see, there's 5 buttons in the front. So starting from the left, that's actually gonna be your power button if the unit is already off. If it is on, that's gonna be the way to access the menu. And speaking of the menu, the 3 buttons in the middle will allow you to navigate the menu. So the recording button will be your up button, the microphone button will be your down, and then the one in the middle there will be the OK or confirm button. If you are outside the menu, obviously that record button, if you press that, it'll start and stop the recording. The mic button will turn on and off the microphone, but the one in the middle there, really important because that's gonna lock the recording. That way it doesn't get overwritten. And then the very last button is the Wi-Fi button that turns it on and off. All right, so those are the basics of the physical features, but let's go ahead and dive in, turn this thing on and show you what the onboard menu looks like. All right, guys, so taking a quick look at the onboard menu. So when you turn it on, you'll see you do get this preview screen here. And you can switch the camera that's being displayed just by pressing on the Wi-Fi button. And then you'll see all the various icons all around, basically telling you what's on. For example, gene sensor, whether HDR is turned on, Wi-Fi. All right, but let's go ahead and take a look at the menu options. So you'll see 3 main settings: the video settings, system settings, and then file lists. So let's take a look at the video settings. And like mentioned, you can change the resolution here. So you actually have various choices if you, for some reason, you want to change it. And then you can turn HDR on and off. You can choose the bit rates. And then you have the choice to change the loop recording anywhere from 1 minute all the way up to 10 minutes. That's pretty nice. Usually it's only up to 5. You can turn on and off recording of the audio, the exposure value, the G sensor, that's the motion sensor if you want to turn that off. You can do a time-lapse recording. Here is where you can change the interior cam fisheye mode, so you can actually turn that completely off if you don't like it. Same thing with the infrared. Now I do like to keep that on, especially at night, because it makes for a better interior recording. You can turn parking recording on and off there if you have the hardwire set up. Interior camera, you can kind of customize it to turn on and off when you'd like. Depending on how you've installed the cameras, you can fix the flipping or the mirroring, and then just a bunch of other settings that you can go ahead and adjust. All right, so taking a look next at the system settings. So this is where you can enable Wi-Fi and set up your Wi-Fi settings and passwords. This is how you can set up Bluetooth. You can change the time zone, the time format, turn daylight saving on and off, change the date and time again here. You can even manage your SSD storage, so you can actually attach this to a solid state drive for more storage if you'd like. Turning on and off the beeps. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And then these are the voice control options that you have, and these are the commands that you can say. All right, so let's just test this out real quick. Turn off screen. Turn on screen. Yeah, pretty responsive. Take photo. Turn Wi-Fi off. Look at that. Very responsive indeed. All right, and then back in the system settings, you can have GPS turned on and off, change the speed units, put on a screensaver. You can change the language, format your SD card. You can set everything back to the default settings if you'd like right there. And then that's just version information. All right, and the third main menu is file list. So that's exactly what you would think. That's just a list of all the videos and photos that you've taken, so you can actually play them back right here if you'd like. And they'll just be displayed like icons like that. All right, guys, and I did just also want to show you how the app works. So once you open it up, as you can see there, just like with the camera itself, a preview will be shown at the very top, and you can change what's being displayed using that switch camera icon at the bottom there. And you can even have all three displayed. Let's go ahead and just stick with the front camera. You can take a quick snapshot if you'd like, just by pressing snapshot. You can turn on and off recording right at the bottom there using that red circle. The bottom left is a list of all the recordings, and it's organized real nice with the rear at the left column, the interior in the center column, and the front camera at the right column. But you can actually go up at the top there and just choose all front, all interior, or all rear, and then choose between any locked videos, so any videos that you don't want overwritten, parking if you have parking mode on, and then the photos that you have taken. If you click into any one of those, you will be able to just go ahead and press the download button at the top right, or you can even delete it using that trash can. All right, boom, and that will then appear in your Photos app. And then back on the main screen, you can go to the settings at the bottom right. And as you'll see here, it's all the same exact settings that you could access on the onboard menu itself. So this is definitely my preferred way of changing all the settings, because it's right here all in front of you. You could just scroll down this entire list, turn things on and off real quick and real easy. All right, guys, and as promised, I just wanted to show you some video quality demos. So here we're taking a look at the front camera during the daytime. As you can see, very high quality, but it's also a good demonstration of that lens that comes with the package. Without that lens, you'd be seeing the dashboard in the windshield, but here, as you can see, you can barely see it. And then here's some footage of the back, and I definitely gotta say, I've reviewed a lot of these things. This has got to be one, if not the best, rear cameras available for dash cams. And then here's just a short snippet of the interior as well, show you what that looks like. And then here's some footage of the back at nighttime, and as you can see, this was without the lens cap on yet, so you can see what I mean by the dashboard coming in the windshield there. So definitely want to use that lens. Here's some footage of the interior without the infrared, and then with the infrared, and then just some footage of the back as well. All right, guys, I hope that helps you make a decision today, but if you're needing 3 cameras with good quality and even an anti-glare lens for free, you can definitely check this thing out today.